What's going on, everybody? Dan Unfiltered, Unfiltered Wrestling. Monday Night Raw review. Is Randy Orton the best heel of all time? Like, I feel weird saying it, but maybe. That hit me tonight, watching Randy Orton and Matt Hardy, of all people. Yeah, they dusted off Matt Hardy. He's in great shape, by the way. I don't know if I've ever seen Matt Hardy in this good of shape. He's thin. I'm hoping he's healthy, because he's thin. Like, he got his top teeth done clearly. Like, they're white and pristine. But damn. Yeah, he's probably going to AEW. Got in shape just to leave and hopefully bring back the broken gimmick to AEW. But, damn, Randy Orton. Whoa. When he cares, he's good. Like, so good. And it feels like anytime people forget how good he is, he turns heel again and just blows everyone away. He did it tonight. He came out to speak, of course, chorus of boos, about why he attacked Edge. And he really didn't get to say much again. All he said was it hurt him. What he did to Edge hurt him more than it hurt Edge. We've all heard stuff like that before. But Matt Hardy interrupted him. And Matt Hardy actually was really good on the mic here. Maybe the best I've ever heard Matt Hardy on the mic. It was natural. Normally he comes off a little, clearly scripted. This was pretty good. He was talking about how the Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian were friends, but back in the day, but yet no one hated Edge quite as much as he did because of the Lita situation. The crowd chanted Lita. It was great. And obviously we all knew what was going to happen. Randy Orton's going to RKO him. And he did. RKO. Yeah, kind of out of nowhere. Grabbed a couple steel chairs. Gave him a concerto. It was a great segment. It really was. Now, the question here is, can they drag this out to WrestleMania to save Edge versus Orton? Or is Edge going to return like next week or the week after and they're just going to have that match at Super Showdown? I'm hoping Mania. Because Super Showdown already looks pretty good. Or at least good enough. And the Saudi Arabian crowds are usually terrible. And the show's usually booked like a house show. Edge and Orton save that for when it really matters. No offense to the Super Showdown, but come on, man. Let's save it for a pay-per-view that matters. At least let's get to Elimination Chamber. Can we do that? Something. But let's get on to the rest of Raw. Becky Lynch versus Asuka was the first match of the night for the Raw Women's Championship. It was a rematch. And I like that they're making Becky look strong again. But damn, Asuka. She just can't have anything special. I know she beat Goldberg's streak, then she had to tap to Charlotte, and then they reminded everyone she's the only one that Becky can't beat. Becky beat her, so that rematch could just to bury it farther in our brains that Becky's better. And Becky won to the rock bottom. Kind of strange. They didn't say anything about the move, but she did a fucking rock bottom. Got the 3 count. There was no call on what the move was called or anything, so I don't know. Is that her new finisher? I wouldn't hate it because I'm not a big fan of the disarmer to win every match. So I guess maybe the rock bottom's her finisher? Who knows? But that's not what matters here. What matters is after the match, Shayna Baszler And this has been in the rumors for a while now. Shayna Baszler versus Becky was the plan for Mania. Now, is it still the plan for Mania, or are we doing it before then? Because Shayna came out and bit Becky Lynch in the goddamn neck. Like the back of the neck. Now, we know, look, in reality, she didn't actually, it's all for show. But in terms of canon, she bit her in the goddamn neck and came up with blood all over her mouth. And there's blood over the back of Becky's neck and all her hair. And the ref struggled to get his damn gloves on. But that was unexpected. Like, Shayna versus Becky for Mania, again, that was in the rumors, so that was kind of expected, but a feud that starts with a bite in the back of the neck, I don't know if I've seen that before. And a bloody one, like, oof. They're really trying to build Shayna in a weird way. Hey, she's a tough, bad chick, but I don't know if I'd do it like that. It's kind of weird. Bit her in the neck. All right. And then Becky got taken out, and I think they said she drove herself in an ambulance to the hospital. What? I hate when wrestling does stuff like that. It doesn't make sense. So hopefully it's not what they said happened, but I think it is. That you're not allowed to drive your own goddamn ambulance. Let's be serious. But yeah, she's going to come back later in the show, and she does. We'll get to that in just a second. After that, Mojo Rawley, the 24/7 champion, and his offensive lineman, Riddick Moss, in a tag match versus the Street Profits. Why? I have no idea. I have no goddamn clue. But Street Profits squashed them, which I thought when they gave the title to Mojo, I thought they were treating it kind of like it matters. Nope. Not at all. The 24/7 title is back to being worthless yet again. It mattered for about a week and a half. It doesn't matter anymore. They got squashed. Riddick Moss got pinned. So Riddick Moss already looks like trash. His first match, he gets squashed. And then after the match, Riddick Moss, which we knew would happen eventually, but I thought it'd be like a couple month storytelling. Maybe all the way to Mania. Riddick Moss eventually turning on Mojo for the 24/7 title. Nope. He rolled him up and pinned and beat Mojo Rawley after the match. Why? I don't know. Crowd doesn't even know who the fuck Riddick Moss is. All he's known for is the last couple weeks as the offensive lineman, the bodyguard for Mojo. And then we just saw him lose in a squash to the Street Profits. So, what? Why did we do this? Terrible. Just get rid of the goddamn 24/7 title, please. Get all it does. I get a glimmer of hope just for you to snatch it away. It's back in the dirt. But next, a bright spot. MVP still around. They said they thought it might be a 1 or 2 week thing. He's still here. And he did a VIP lounge, which I actually enjoyed, with Drew McIntyre as a special guest. And MVP, was talking to Drew McIntyre and explaining to him, what could actually be true. You're probably not beating Brock. You're probably not getting that done. Not a Mania. It's probably not happening. But if you had the help of an advocate like myself, I think we could get it done. Drew McIntyre, babyface, of course, declines. He ends up with the loudest 3-2-1 Claymore kick to the face of MVP. That was loud. This crowd actually all night was fantastic. And they were here. Drew McIntyre is really over. Even the women, you can hear women kind of swoon when he takes his shirt off now. What the hell is going on? All right. Hey, I'm all for it. Drew McIntyre is my guy. But I want to see MVP as someone's manager. Maybe Bobby Lashley once the Lana bullshit finally ends. I'd be okay with that. But the Lana stuff's got to go. Got to go. But yeah, that was a fun little segment. And then we got Angel Garza versus Cedric Alexander. Where has he been? Feels like it's been a minute. I thought the company seemed to have like plans for him, and then all of a sudden, nope, gone. Well, he faced Angel Garza today and kind of got squashed. I could have used like 3-4 more minutes on this match, because that is kind of, I won't say a dream match. I think it's overused. But something that definitely gets your mouth watering. Angel Garza versus Cedric Alexander has potential to be a very good match. Said it was a glorified squash match. We all knew Garza was going to win, and he did. He won clean. I mean, I like that Garza's winning, because the worst thing you could possibly do is like what they fucking just did to Riddick Moss. You basically debut, and then you lose easily. Ugh. So yeah, Angel Garza needed the win. He got the win. And he's clearly feuding with his real-life cousin, Humberto Carrillo. I'm curious of where they can actually go with this, though. And how much the fans will actually care at the pay-per-view. Next up, Sarah Logan versus Rhea Ripley. And before the match, they had like a backstage segment that set it up. It was pretty good. Rhea Ripley was doing an interview, and Sarah Logan interrupted and was just like, standard. Oh, you think you can just come to Raw and do whatever you want? Who do you think you are? Rhea Ripley tells her, I'm Rhea Ripley. And who are you? Fucking valid point. Who are you, Sarah Logan? You've been here for a year or so, and you've done nothing important. Nothing. I don't know if she's won a singles match. Yeah, it's like that. Has she ever pinned someone? Like, really, even a tag match, Ruby Riott probably got the pins. Just saying. What is Sarah Logan's finishing move? Does anyone know? Yep, but they had a little match, squash match, which would have worked better if this show didn't already have a good bit of them. That's, like, I thought this show was quite good, but there were so many squash matches. That brought it down. That hurt. And then we had Ricochet versus Bobby Lashley with Lana. With Lana. For some reason, this is still happening. But obviously, this is to make people know or think Ricochet has a chance against Brock Lesnar at Super Showdown. He doesn't. He has zero chance. But I get the thought process. Bobby Lashley looks kind of like Brock. He moves kind of like Brock. Put him in a match with Ricochet. Ricochet wins. And he did. And this was actually a decent match. Surprisingly. Because Lashley's not, the greatest worker in the world. But like Brock, he's pretty good against smaller guys. And Ricochet, it's kind of hard to have a bad match with if you get a certain amount of time. Pretty good match. Ricochet wins. Finishing move, which is fantastic. Was it a 640? It's epic. And I'm curious to see where Lashley goes from here. Like, are they going to continue the Rusev thing more? Please, no. Then was the Randy Orton moment I spoke about earlier. Fantastic. Fantastic. Definitely the best thing on the show. And Matt Hardy, man, you look great. You look great, man. I hope your contract expires soon. Go to AEW. Bring back the broken gimmick. Bring Jeff Hardy with you, and I'm all for it. But then we had Aleister Black versus Akira Tozawa, and good Lord, when are we going to stop with this Aleister Black random squash matches? It's been so long. He had a 2-week feud with Cesaro, which should have lasted 2 months. He had a 6-week feud with Buddy Murphy that was actually good, and now he's regressed right back to squashing cruiserweights and local jobbers. Damn it. Every time you take a step forward, you take a goddamn 2 steps back. So yeah, Aleister Black obviously beat Akira Tozawa. And now we just wonder, where does he go? When does this stop? Like, I'm hoping maybe at Mania, maybe Undertaker. I don't know. Something. Just something. I know that's like a pipe dream. And Undertaker's old. I got that. But damn. He needs something. Main event. Viking Raiders, Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe, who made his return at the beginning of the show, versus the AOP, Buddy Murphy, and Seth Rollins. The Monday Night Messiah. That's a fucking good name. That's a good nickname. This was a quite good match. For 8-man tags, which normally, just like normally these in WWE are kind of formulaic, kind of boring. When you've seen enough WWE wrestling, any 6-man, 8-man tag matches in your main event, you know what's going to happen. It's normal shit. Then here comes a hot tag, and then things start breaking down. And this did happen here. Don't get me wrong, it did happen. Followed the same formula. But it did it better. You know what I mean? It was more exciting. Got to actually see things I haven't seen before. One of the Viking Raiders did a exploder suplex to an Authors of Pain member, and it was like a deadlift one. Like, oh, that was rough. That's how you get sports hernias right there. Kevin Owens was the one person who really didn't do a whole lot in the match. He just kind of sold maneuvers. Kind of strange when he, to me, is probably the best performer in the match, but hey, whatever. The ending came with Samoa Joe trying to get the Coquina Clutch locked on to Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins fights out, gets a tag. Buddy Murphy comes in and immediately gets locked in the Coquina Clutch. That was excellent. The ref gets distracted by one of the AOP members, and as he's locking the sleeper hold, the Coquina Clutch, onto Buddy Murphy, fucking Seth Rollins comes out of nowhere and does the stomp. That was a beautiful transition. Whoever thought of that spot, 2 thumbs up for you, homie. That was great. Like, I didn't even think about you doing a curb stomp from a sleeper hold. They did it. It was excellent. And Murphy just rolls him over, picks up the 1, 2, 3. End of show. Good stuff. Now, it wasn't a great show. There was too many squash matches for my liking. But besides that, the show was good. I enjoyed all of it. Randy Orton and Matt Hardy had the best segment. Drew McIntyre and MVP both look like they could be doing special things. Drew McIntyre, Lesnar obviously, and the crowd's definitely buying into him. MVP, I'm hoping he can be someone's manager because he kind of fits that role. He really does. And I like the VIP lounge. That was cool. And it made sense. And the main event was fun. How about that? I had fun. How often do you say that on Raw nowadays? I think they're kind of on a roll. I think that's 3 straight shows that I didn't hate. Again, this one wasn't perfect by any means, but it was pretty decent. Pretty good. I don't know what's going on. Is Paul Heyman fully comfortable in his role running the show? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it just took him a while to kill off the old storylines, and now it's a fresh new day. Not the new day, but you know what I mean. Because this is good. Wow. And if you are still here, hit like. I'll see you later this week with some news. Matt Hardy AEW, EC3 maybe gone, Tainara Conti, a whole bunch of stuff. If you are still here, you are a real one.